Welcome to the High School 21 math training on granting credit for our High School 21 math program. And before we begin, my name is Lori Kunkler. I teach ABE up at the Yakima campus. And I was going to share a couple of the acronyms that we will use during this presentation. WAMAP is the Washington Mathematics Assessment and Placement. It is a learning management system that we use for this math program. OER is Open Educational Resources, which means that people have developed these resources, but there's no copyright on it, and we are free to use and copy it and revise it as we see fit under the Creative Commons license. And it was developed by Scottsdale Community College for their developmental math program at their college. So our ABE Math 4 and Math 5 curriculum was developed by Scottsdale Community College for their developmental math classes. It is an open educational resource. It can be delivered as a traditional class, a hybrid class, or completely online. If you need training in WAMAP, please arrange with me. And Math 4 is beginning math lessons 2, 3, 4, 5, and 12. 2, 3, and 4 deal with fractions, 5 is decimals, and 12 is signed numbers. I chose to make that leap there because those are the topics that are covered in the current Math 50 curriculum for the YVC math department. Math 5 then begins in beginning math lessons 6, which is percents, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, which 10 and 11 are geometry, and then they go on to beginning and intermediate algebra. So we can get our students as far as they need to for the High School 21 credit to make it into the co-enrolled classes for 84 and 85. I will share a success with you though. I had an IBEST student who is an English language learner. She has her diploma, high school diploma from a different country, and she just placement tested at YVC completely out of developmental math, and she can take any math class up to and including Math 141, which is pre-calculus. So this program is flexible enough that we can get students as far as they need to go. So the awarding of High School 21 plus math credit. We wanted students with a YVC high school diploma to be college ready. Math credits from the high school transcript are moved over into the electives. And we set the completion, the competency, as completing successfully with a C or better Math 84 or Math 85, depending on which route the student may want to go if they should go ahead and on to college. Previously, we awarded all math credits upon completion of that Math 84 or 85, but the funding formula from the state is based on federal gains, significant level gains, and SAI points. High School 21 plus students can now show gains either through their CASAS gains or through the awarding of High School 21 credits. And those students that get it through High School 21 credits are chosen very intentionally. So you will know who's going credits and who's going CASAS testing. So moving up a level in the CASAS and are moving within 3 credits of graduation are significant gains for our program. So therefore, holding back the 2 or 3 required credits for the high school math until they finished Math 84 was actually harming our program funding sources, because that 2 or 3 credits kept our students from moving to within 3 credits of graduation, which is a significant gain for funding for us. So we've recently had to make that change. So this is the approved English and math high school credit table as of this fall. So this will allow us to move those students within that 3 credits of high school graduation. And we found out when we reviewed the data that on the CASAS test, our math students that were in Math 4 and Math 5 would get to the high levels in level 4 on the CASAS testing and would start hovering. They might go up 2 points, down a point, up a point, down 2 points, without really getting that to that next level of level 5 to give us a significant gain. So if they're in high school 21, we can show gain through granting of credit. Now, when you look at a student for high school 21, you are really going to have to be careful of what their credit requirements are. Right now, most of our students require 19 credits, which includes only 2 credits of math. In that case, you would use the 1 credit for the beginning algebra units of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That would grant a total of 1 credit. And then Math 84 or Math 85 would grant 1 high school credit, which is different from the 5 credits that the college shows. If they are younger students, we are just now getting into where students need 20 credits, and that extra credit comes in as an extra credit of math. If they are a younger student who's just recently turned 21, maybe 22, then they need 3 credits of math. So when they start in Math 5, lessons 6 through 11, notice over here on the right that they have, the various lessons have partial credits attached to them. That gives you a total of 1 credit. The Math 5, the beginning algebra lessons give you a total of 1 credit, and then completing Math 84 or Math 85 gives our students their 3rd credit. About 3 weeks before the end of a quarter, our registrar will send out a sheet like this by email, asking for the names of those who could potentially earn high school 21 credit. She needs to enter them in the system. Right now, you don't need to enter the credits they've earned, but you need to enter their student name, their student ID number, the high school completion course, the item number for this quarter. Leave the credits earned blank for now. We're just collecting data on those students. If they have any chance at all of earning any high school credit, then this needs to be completed. Of course, I'm just concerned with the math credits, so if you're a math teacher watching this, you're just going to put the math students in there and fill out the student ID, the HSC course, and the item number for your class. Make sure you return that to the registrar by the stated date. During the last week of classes, you'll get this back from your registrar saying, when the class is completed, please submit how many credits they've earned, and go ahead and sign your signature there. And return those to registrar. Notice at the very bottom there's a separate section. If any of our students earned high school 21 math or English credit by the placement testing, then you would enter them here and write their compass score there, or the, I'm sorry, not compass any longer, the placement test score. At the Yakima campus, as our High School 21 program has grown, it's been kind of a juggle to figure out, well, how many students are going into the co-enrolled English classes, and how many spots do we have to save, and how many are coming into either Math 84 or 85. So for ours, we have created something like this so that our High School 21 advisors know that when they write on a student's evaluation plan or completion plan, when they're going to start entering the English program, we can map out their English and their math so we know how many classes to reserve for each quarter. Do need to make sure that you understand that we've recently started this co-enrolled with the math department. We need to make sure that we stay within the boundaries of our agreement with the math department. And so as of right now, the only approved co-enrolled courses for our ABE students are either in Math 84 if they're taking a non-STEM college track, or Math 85. Math 75 is not an approved placement for our ABE students. You need to identify students in the pipeline at least 1 or 2 quarters in advance. We purchase the books for them, we check it out to them. We also check out a Texas Instrument 30XS scientific calculator for them, non-graphing, to use in this class. We do have an agreement that will come later that you can see for those, but we need to know how many students are entering that so we make sure we have everything in place for them. Before registration opens, we need to know how many seats will be needed and in which classes, which is why that sheet on the last screen is helpful to us. We know who's in the pipeline for taking either the English co-enrolled or the math co-enrolled. You're going to contact the Basic Skills Division registrar and ask for that specific class limit to be lowered by how many seats you need, so that when registration opens up to the college students, we know that we already have those seats reserved for basic skills. The Basic Skills registrar will build a corresponding HSC class that is linked to that college class. When we're co-enrolling, we do not co-enroll a student in 2 co-enrolled classes, so we have found that it is not good to put a student in a co-enrolled English class, either 90T or 95, and the Math 84, 85, one at a time to make sure that they're successful in those classes. If it is a first quarter high school 21 student, do not enroll them in any co-enrolled classes or any of the Canvas classes. Students must commit to being at the co-enrolled classes, because that student, for their $25 tuition, is taking the seat of a tuition-paying student. And I know in the Yakima campus that can be an issue, because the Math 84, Math 85 classes almost always have wait lists. How to co-enroll students in classes. So you're going to send the name of the student, their student ID number, and the class for which the student is going to enroll to our registrar. You check out a textbook, a solutions manual, and a calculator to the student using a check-in, check-out form. I will include a link. I will send a link to you so you can print those forms. We also, our agreement with the math department requires us to have a grade tracer for our ABE students in the math classes. Students must have their college instructor fill out the grade tracer every 2 weeks. So week 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 of the quarter. And then return it to their ABE math instructor or their high school 21 advisor for review and sign off on it. This is our communication between the college instructor and the ABE instructor. This is a great way to see if our students hit a snag and need some extra support from the ABE department to make sure that they're successful in that co-enrolled class. We also use this grade tracer for the co-enrolled English classes. On the back side of that tracer, there is an attendance sheet. The students need to take their own attendance. And then when they turn in that sheet every 2 weeks to their ABE instructor, we need to go back in to ABE attendance, find that instructor's name, and enter enrollment for our enter attendance for our ABE students into the ABE attendance tracker. That's how we get up to 45 hours for testing. And again, it is not recommended to have students co-enrolled in more than one college class per quarter. We want to make sure we set our students up for success. We have found the vast majority of students will take the English track first, English 90T, then English 95. That allows them an extra 2 quarters in ABE Math 5 to get up to completing the beginning algebra lesson 5 on graphing. The students that are going into Math 84 or Math 85 need to have that introduction to variables all the way up through lesson 5 on graphing linear equations and finding slope before we co-enroll them in a Math 84 and Math 85. So again, we're doing everything we can to make sure that student has the background knowledge and what they need to be successful in the co-enrolled math class. End of quarter tasks, our very favorite. The responsible ABE instructor will fill out the form that the registrar sends out 3 weeks before the end of the quarter as to who might potentially be earning High School 21 credit. Make sure to fill in that person's name and the HSC course, not Math 84 or 85. It would be HSE 77 or HSE 78 and the item number, and return that to the registrar. Because I'm the full-time faculty for the ABE division in mathematics, I will sign all the forms. It also notifies me to go into instructor briefcase to make sure that a letter grade has been entered by the college instructor. So for mathematics, I'm the instructor of record for the HSC math courses and awarding of credit. Make sure the students return all books and the calculator in good condition. Assess fines if necessary. Their agreement when they borrowed the book shows the price for replacement of those 2 books, and it is a couple of $100s. So please make sure that they understand they need to take care of those books and return them in good order. And last of all, celebrate with the student. This is a big accomplishment. They do not need to take the YBC college entrance exam for math. They are now pre-qualified to sign up either for Math 93 or 95 when they make that transition into college classes. And through their English co-enrolled classes, they are also eligible for English 101. So they not only do they get their High School 21 diploma at the end of this, but they also are set to enter the YBC without taking any placement exams at all. Thank you for watching and listening to this video. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me through email or through the by telephone. And good luck to you and your students.